We're excited to reintroduce to some and welcome back to others Central High School's new principal, Dr. Katura Reese. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, we're really excited to have you. Like I said, some people might be familiar with who you are. Some people this might be their first time seeing you this school year. So talk to us a little bit about your ties to Bibb County Central High School and just, who you are.
Well, originally I am a native of Mississippi. I graduated from Alcorn State University, South Panola High School. I'm married to Kawan Reese and have two girls, Kayla and Kyla. I am hooked to Central because I've been in Bibb County since 2004. I was at McAvoy, at Ballard, Westside High School, and then I made my journey to Central as the academic coach. I was under Mr. Frazier. As the academic coach, I helped with instruction and all of those things, and then eventually I moved up to assistant principal. I left for 1 year to be the science coordinator, and then I came back, which is where I am now, as principal of Central High School. So I'm no stranger to Central at all. I've been in the district since 2004, and I've been at Central since 2015, and I'm excited to be back.
Yeah, for all the parents who may be introduced to you for the first time as principal, or who are just getting used to this change, what do you want to tell them about your leadership skills and or any of your goals headed into this new school year?
Well, I'm a servant leader. I'm a transparent leader. My vision centers around 4 E's. We're going to make sure that we educate, we empower, we engage, and that we excel in everything that we do, because we're tying into the district's vision and mission and goal of pushing. We are persisting until success happens, and that's one of the things that we're going to do, and utilizing those 4 E's will allow us to do that in this form right now.
Yeah, very exciting. Obviously, the countdown is already on. I know you're already back in the classroom.
Been back since July 7th.
Right, but students and their parents obviously won't have to get there until August the 4th.
Right.
So, any things that they need to keep in mind as we approach, whether it be new rules or guidelines or just things that they need to keep in mind?
Nothing really new, but to make sure that they are aware of the dress code policy, make sure that they are aware that we only do clear or mesh backpacks. Make sure that we are aware that young ladies are to be fully covered. Crop tops are not allowed. If anyone wears jeans with holes in them, the holes need to start at least at the knee. Otherwise, they are not allowed. There are other things they need to make sure they are dressed appropriately at all times, no gang-related stuff, anything like that. So we're making sure that we are there to learn, and that's it. That's what we're there for. Cell phones are not permitted during instructional time as well.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing that. Obviously, a lot of new, exciting things headed into the school year. Any motivational words that you want to share with people ahead of the new start?
Just to make sure that your kids are going to be taken care of. We are embarking on a new journey of consistently excelling in everything that we do. We've already done it, and we're just going to continue the work. We look forward to leading, because that's what we do at Central. We lead because it can be done.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much, Ms. Reese. I know the students are super excited to meet
I'm
you
excited.
as you are to meet them.
I know most of them, but yeah.
Well, make sure you stay with us through our 8 o'clock streaming hour as we continue our conversation around Central High School. We're going to meet 2 of the school's student leaders. Stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. In our 7 a.m. hour, we met the new principal of Central High School, Dr. Katura Reese. Right now, we're joined by 2 of the student leaders among the Central Chargers, seniors Naomi Couch and Courtney Rogers. Thank you both so much for joining us today. Really glad to have you both. Tell me a little bit. I know each of the Bibb County schools kind of has a little bit of a different track. And over at Central, you guys are on that Fine Arts and International Baccalaureate magnet school track. Tell me a little bit. You guys are on the Fine Arts track. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yes, so we have a lot of different fine arts. We have art, drama, band, and chorus. I'm personally in the theater part of the fine arts, where we have a lot of students. They're very engaged in what we do. They're very nice about everything, and I think they're very welcome. In theater, we do about 2 shows per year, whether it's a musical or a stage play, but everybody's really involved, and it's really lovely.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm in the dance track for fine arts, and we do different genres. We do jazz, ballet, modern, tap, and we just learn about the different genres, and we also have 2 performances a year. And then we also have the International Baccalaureate program, which is a very rigorous program. It's for those who are looking for an extra challenge, and it's internationally recognized. So if you wanted to go to school out of the United States, if you got the credit for those classes, you could go to school outside the U.S. and possibly, exempt some college classes and move ahead on the college track. So it's very good if you are going to pursue higher learning and you want to finish college faster.
Yeah, well, congrats to you both for being seniors. I also was an IB student in high school, so I know just how rigorous that can be. IB or not, high school has its own challenges, so kudos to you for making it this far. You guys will be starting the new school year with a new principal. Talk to me about her vision and, what it is and, how you guys are going along with that.
Okay, well, we have the 4E vision, which is educate, empower, engage, and excel. And we basically use these to make us better as a leader and as a student, and we put it into our everyday lives. Well, for educate, you always make sure that, our education is key. That we have all of our different dual enrollment classes. So I always make sure that I'm taking the necessary classes that push me towards my successful career and goals in future.
Yeah.
So in terms of empowerment, we have many leadership opportunities like the student lead team, and we also have clubs. So students can start their own club or they can join a club and take up a leadership position in that club. And we also have lots of community service that we participate in. So that empowers students to make them feel like they have a voice, they can collaborate with their peers, and they can be a leader and give back to the community.
And then we have engage. We are very engaged in a lot of the things we do. We have our PBIS events where everybody really gets together and we all just celebrate how we are as leaders and all of our accomplishments. We engage in a lot of things, like we have all of our competitions, like for FBLA and DECA. A lot of those students are in officer roles, and they go to Atlanta or any other place that they compete, and they engage in a lot of things there as well.
And to excel, our teachers very much stress excelling in everything that we do, and coaches and club advisors, they always want us to put our best foot forward to really represent the school and also ourselves, because when you put your name out there, you want it to be nothing but the best.
Yeah. Both of you already kind of mentioned the FBLA and the DECA programs. Are there any other programs that are happening throughout the school that you guys want to spotlight that are helping you on your career paths or other students, or do you want to elaborate on either of those either?
Yes, we have a couple of fine art clubs as well. I know we have art club and we have Thespian Society and Glee Club. And I know the band, they do all-state, and I think chorus does as well. So they also compete and do those things. There's also some academic clubs as well.
Yes, we have academic team, we have like Key Club if you're really into community service. And in terms of just pathways, we have the Hutchings where you can explore different career pathways. We have CTAE if you're interested in business and entrepreneurship. And then of course we have JROTC if you're interested in joining the military or if you just want to try it out.
Yeah.
So a lot of programs happening across Central High School. If you have a student going there as a freshman, or you already have a student enrolled who's not in any of these clubs, you heard it from these young ladies, there's a lot for your student to be doing, so make sure they are getting involved. Lastly, ladies, is there anything else that you want to say to any of those, your peers, incoming freshmen, just as a motivational word to them as you guys get ready to start school?
Mainly we just want everybody to feel welcome and just to have fun and not to stress and take everything one step at a time.
Get involved, try new things, step out of your comfort zone, because it's high school, you only get to do it once and you want to make the most of it while you're there.
Yep. Good, really good advice. I honestly couldn't have said it any better myself. Thank you both so much for joining us this school year. Obviously, we're wishing you guys the best in your endeavors, and also a kudos to anyone else who's getting ready to start their school year. We're wishing you the most successful year.